You guys, we made the news. Okay, not Geesaman Homes, but Indiana. I have been wanting to do a video about never essentially making the news, and I know it's just Indiana reporting on Indiana, but it proves my point that we really never make national news. Now you're probably still wondering, what am I talking about? Well, Fox 59 wrote an article called Indiana named one of the least fun states in America. Well, that isn't really great news, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on why Indiana apparently is boring. Hey guys, I'm Cameron Geesaman with Geesaman Homes, local central Indiana realtor. My husband is actually Adam. He's behind the camera, and we use video like this to help both buyers and sellers learn a bit more about the area. You've probably maybe seen some of our cinematic video tours that we do for all of our sellers to showcase their home to more buyers. If you like this video, please make sure to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so what are my thoughts on Indiana? I feel like I have to give you some backstory though, because the #1 state on WalletHub's list of most fun states in America is California. Now, I was born in California, and although there is tons to do, from skiing the slopes in the mountains to taking a dip in the ocean to sipping wine at a Napa Valley winery or visiting Hollywood or LA, or really the list goes on and on. But even with all that California has to offer, I personally would never move back, and here's why. You don't know what you don't know. In the wintertime, my sister and I would watch the Weather Channel to see if it was going to get cold enough where we could take the hose and put water on the driveway and hope that it froze so we could slide down the driveway. Doesn't that sound fun? Okay, well, maybe not that fun, but that's as exciting as our winters got. Meh. As a kid growing up in California, I just didn't realize what it would be like to live where there were 4 seasons. Okay, maybe 18 seasons here in Indiana if you count how many times you jump around. Essentially, just wait a couple of days and it could go from 20 degrees to 70 degrees. Indiana literally keeps you guessing what season we're actually in. If you wanted snow, you had to drive a couple hours to the mountains to enjoy the snow, and we really never got all the beautiful fall colors, again, unless we took a drive. So let's just say we were in the car a lot. The second big reason I wouldn't move to the funnest state in America is because of the cost of living. This is a major downside, and for that reason alone, I wouldn't move to California. The current home we live in Indiana would cost 2 to 3 times the amount depending on where you live in California. Not sure I want to pay to live in a, quote, more fun state. As stated in Fox 59's article, fun is a kind of tough metric to measure, but WalletHub took a crack at it and compared all 50 states, and Indiana landed at 40th. Now, although Indiana is boring, moving to Indiana is honestly one of the best decisions my parents ever made. I hear people complain about how we don't have mountains and oceans and the weather sucks. I'm here to tell you that being able to drive a straight line to get somewhere is underrated. When you get around a lake or a hill here in Indiana, it takes you forever to get from point A to point B, and it isn't even a mountain, it's more like a slight grade change. I will take the straight roads any day. Secondly, I find that by not having an ocean close by makes me really appreciate them when we do go to visit them. Now, WalletHub rated all 50 states on 2 categories: entertainment, recreation, and nightlife. We will post the link below so you can see their point system when determining where each state landed. Like I mentioned before, Indiana landed at number 40, but take solace in knowing that Kentucky, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Alabama, Vermont, Arkansas, Rhode Island, Delaware, Mississippi, and West Virginia are more boring than Indiana. Look at the top 10. California, Florida, Nevada, New York, Illinois, Colorado, Washington, Texas, Minnesota, and Louisiana. Most of those states are going to cost you a lot more to live there. So Indiana might not be the funnest state to live in, but it is less expensive, easier to navigate, and I will say that there's a lot more to do in central Indiana. Maybe we need to do an extensive video on just that topic. What is there to do in Indiana? Well, I'm curious what your thoughts are on Indiana. Do you think it is boring? Does having a fun state put weight when determining where you're going to live? I'm also curious if you still live in the state that you were born. Comment below, as I wonder how many people move away or stay close to home. Check back or subscribe to be notified when we post future videos like this. And thanks for watching. Catch you next time.